It's the Caitlin
to more Goyfs. Let's go. Bloodbraid Challenger is pretty good at helping us find Pyrogoyf more often, but Library's got to be even better, right? Got to be even better. Hopefully with Bloodbraid Wheels, though. It was unexpected, though, Killajam. I wouldn't have done it if we hadn't gotten another stip immediately. Atali, Reanimate. Which is going to help us Pyrogoyf more, Atali or Reanimate? They're both pretty good, huh? I'm going to take the Reanimate, I think. The value Reanimate. Atali does help you see more cards, though. We did trophy with your stip for Insidious Roots without roots? Sure, sure. Pyrogoyf is ETB. Or the Reanimate wouldn't look nearly as interesting, So Mishra's Bobble could be an artifact for Goyfs. I think I want to like try and cut our colors, though, similar to the last draft. I'm going to take Fire Covenant out of this pack. Solid card for slowing down the game. Are we still Jund? Still aiming to be Jund. The only Goyf we get in green is Tarmogoyf, which is the worst one. And black gets two. Which is Pyrogoyf, which is like a really good one. And then red, of course, gives us Pyrogoyf, which is the most important one. Oops, that's not the right command. Yeah, in general, check with me if stips are open or not. And if I okay your stip idea, then donate $20. We'll jam it. That Proving Ground would be pretty good. I like Duress a lot in the Tarmogoyf deck too, right? The classic discard spell into Tarmogoyf. I'm going to take the Duress here. There's a chance we don't even end up playing green. Are Nips open? No, that's against TOS. Sadly. Hey, Bigarillas, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 4 months. Maybe one day. Yeah, maybe one day. I'm going to grab this Death Greeter's Champion. We don't want a bunch of people moving into red and taking my Pyrogoyfs. And this cuts red the best. Card is great. Did you know that men in the US had to protest to be able to go shirtless, like at the beach and stuff? We had our own Free the Nipple campaign back in like the fucking 1920s or something. I found an article, but it's a Washington Post thing, so it's locked out. Commercial District, Overgrown Tomb, Fatal Push. Let's take this district. Again, trying to cut off red. Yeah, I'll take a Bayou here. Can't multi-Q, Tombstone. We're firing a second bullet, a second attempt at finding Pyrogoyf. What if we get even less Goyfs this time? We had one Tarmogoyf last time. What if we get even fewer this time? Maybe we should have been happy. Should have been happy with what we had. Is Territorial Kavu one of the bottom cards in the cube? Yeah, but it's still good. It's still fine. It still kills people. I kind of dig Lotus Petal here. It's just like a free artifact in the bin for our Goyfs. Virtue would be interesting. It'd be like a fine way to get enchantments into the mix. Don't jinx it. Oh, I'm not jinxing it. I'm just talking. I'm just musing aloud. Goyf's famously endangered. Yeah, there's only fucking 4 in the cube. Hey, the Bloodbraid Challenger came back. Still into it. Still wanted it. If I could add a card to the cube, what would I add? I don't know. Yeah, I just don't know. A second copy of Pyrogoyf to increase the chance that I open it here. Villainous Wealth is a lot of fun. That was my pick for a long time. Speaking of Villainous Wealth, the Living the Dream Cube's coming back. Should be a good time. 540 cards are in this cube. So not all get opened every time. It's like 2/3. Some very good cards here. None of them are Goyfs. Could take the Burst Lightning, I guess. Get another instant in the mix. Hexdrinker's pretty good. Hey, Lunuka thinks that's 75 months. Lunuka says to live the Dream Cube. That sounds so sweet. Pretty good. Pretty good. Almost drafted it last Sunday, but we ran back the old school cube instead. Kind of opposite draft environments. Smokestack? Oh yeah, that's my answer. I'd add Smokestack in. Good call. See, my chat knows me. Goyfless. Let's throw a Grist in here. Get a Planeswalker in the mix. Oh, that's very cool, Red. I guess I'll grab this Faithless Looting. Little Wooded Foothills action here. Up the mana base a little bit. Hell yeah, Karnsagara. Oh, that's true. Grist is a creature in the yard. But Grist helps fill up the graveyard anyway, right? The uptick doing the self-mill. Still solid. It's also a Planeswalker in the yard. Good, 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 good. 2 types. Still Goyfless. Green Sun can get Grist. Pyrogoyf! We got it! We found it! We found that fucking thing! It's right here! Now it's in our deck! I love you, Pyrogoyf. I'm sorry I called you that fucking thing. All right, now we just gotta trigger it, Tom. We just gotta trigger it. I guess I grab Troll here. Carnosaur is kind of cute with Reanimate. The Discover 5 could help me hit Pyrogoyf too. Or Bloodbraid, right? Just like Cascade Chain. Didn't we just finish a draft? No. That draft didn't have Pyrogoyf in it. We had no choice but to go again. Yeah, so right now we still want the 3 other Goyfs, right? Because playing them will trigger Pyrogoyf. We're also looking for Metamorph, because cloning Pyrogoyf is pretty good. And then Recurring Nightmare, like we had with the last draft. That totally didn't happen. That'd be pretty good too. Still in pack 2, yeah. Fable? Fable's a way to copy it, yeah. Blue looking pretty open this draft, huh? How late is that to Teferi? Is the Crabomination tempting at all? I feel like Vaultborn Tyrant's better, but 7 mana is kind of a lot. Oddity's sweet. This is a Mountain Swamp. Don't currently have a Mountain Swamp yet. Ooh, love that, Warren. Yeah, Pyrogoyf triggers when it or another Lurgoyf enters the battlefield. So we are going to attempt to do that a lot. Jesus fucking Christ, this pack. I'm going to take the Shieldred, but the One Ring might help us find Pyrogoyf a little bit more often. I think the Shieldred Burn is going to pair well with the Pyrogoyf direct face damage sometimes, though. I think they'll play well together. Too bad we can't get 2 picks this pack, huh? 2 or more. I think we'd draft like 5 cards out of this pack if we could. Ring helps Crab. Yeah, but I think I'd really rather not play the Crab. We did Skittles. Yeah, I freaked out when we got the Pyrogoyf. Just got past a Mox. Animate Dead and Necromancy are good for rebuying Goyf, but I think you just grab the Mox, huh? Even though it's stinky and off color. Stinky doo-doo Mox. Poopy little stinky doo-doo Mox that nobody loves. My girlfriend's laughing in the next room. Apparently she liked that bit. Gotta be Mox. The Ren and 6 would be another walker for the old graveyard. I do like Snuff Out. How much removal do we have? Just Burst Lightning and Fire Covenant. I think Snuff Out's solid. Ren and 6 has a fetch to grab. I guess Faithless Looting could bin lands for it. Only walker. Well, we have a Grist here. Could play Pillage the Bog. Yeah, that's an interesting idea. We have a solid number of sorceries already, but you're right, it would help us find the Pyrogoyf in question. So like a half demonic tutor. I think Pillage has a good chance of wheeling. I'm gonna take the Ren. Life Death is interesting. Eternal Witness is interesting. Ephemerate on Pyrogoyf works. Currently we only have Mox Pearl to cast Ephemerate. But it does work. I think Eternal Witness or Life Death is better. What if we Eternal Witness to read by Pyrogoyf, and then if the Ephemerate wheels, then we run it? We have the Triome here too, I suppose. People want me to Ephemerate over Eternal Witness here. Eternal Witness also rebuys the Goyf. Alright, fine. Hey, another Goyf. Demonic Tutor Thoughtseize here? Nah. We're here for Nether Goyf. Let's go. Let's go. Wayfinder's interesting. In terms of filling up the bin with interesting things. I kind of like the Cooligan's Command. These are some pretty looking lands, huh? Taiga, Badlands. What are we missing? We kind of have all of them. Yeah, Savai Triome is our Badlands. Commercial District is our Taiga. Untapped Black Source for Duress on turn 1 is kind of nice. Alright. The Necromancy Wheel. Hell yeah. Run it back trying for more. This is pretty good. Half of the Goyfs in the cube. Pretty good. Think about Sanctuary as another Ephemerate source versus Life Death here. Kind of close, right? I don't know if I can afford this many comes to play tap lands. I think Sanctuary also helps out with Library. Currently we need 2 cuts. I think we can cut the Bauble maybe. Or maybe cut the Chromatic Star, huh? Cut Chat, I would never. Alright, folks, how many times do we think we can trigger this Pyrogoyf? You're not going to draw it every game. You're not going to draw it every single game. Seven? I think I would take the under on 7. I like your enthusiasm, though. 5? I think 5's a really good line. You want to start a poll? Yeah, if you want to. I would put the numbers at 0, 5, and 10, and then whoever is closest gets the payout. Should I cut this Talisman? Talisman might be better than, like, Chromatic Star, though. Although cantrips in the bin are kind of nice with a lot of these cards. This would be 7 green sources. Which is enough. It would be nice, but 7's enough here. We only have singles. 8 red's pretty good. 9 black is maybe 1 more than we need, but I certainly don't mind. And I don't think we want this Miser Plains. Without it, we have like 4-ish white sources. So we're 988. 988 form. Thinking about squeezing that Chromatic Star back in. One more white source for Ephemerate. I guess we can cut the Bauble, I just like the mana efficiency of the Bauble. And like the pseudo-filtering with fetches with the shuffle effects. Or Grist, you know. You could like Bauble yourself and decide to Grist or not. I counted the Troll getting the Triome. I wasn't counting Lotus Petal as like a hard source. You're betting 10 plus triggers? I would be very surprised. Surprised and delighted. Oh, this is a good start, huh? You thought it was weird that they rotated out so quickly? Yeah, I mean, it was intended to be rotated out though, right? They let us know that. That was a rotating archetype. I think it was like pretty clearly good enough for the cube though. That all said, I think this is like the tightest the cube has been. Very few bad cards in here. If we had an untapped land, I guess Pyrogoyf for 0 isn't that interesting. Hey, rate, things up 54 months. Magic gay indeed. Green source. Green source would have been sexy because then we could have rend the Mystic. But yeah, let's fire off the Faithless Looting. Guess we're just mortuarying. Let's bin this one and Escape. Or Escape's another sorcery. Should I bin the Ren and 6? Just start Pyrogoyfing straight up. I can't bin you. I can't bin you for a larger Pyrogoyf. No. Little QB action, sure. One more land here, and we can play the Pyrogoyf and have the Ephemerate up, which would be really nice if they've got a removal spell. I also didn't want to Pyrogoyf their Mana Dork there and then just like die to the Questing Beast. Like smacking me in and time walking and stuff. Who knows? Oh, this Pyrogoyf. This fucking Pyrogoyf. Should we have a we should put a hold on. Up the count. Let's keep track, huh? Why not? Why not? Why wouldn't we? You know the best thing ever? If they targeted Pyrogoyf with a treachery. Okay. Okay. One's got one card left. We level in Hexdrinky. This is like everything that I dreamed. This Ephemerate splash. Just mowing it down. Oh. Could save that in case the Pyrogoyf dies. What if the Pyrogoyf doesn't die, All right, we can up the count. Goes up to 3. 3's pretty good. Yeah, we don't have a sack outlet for the Pyrogoyf. We would need to, like, Fire Covenant or something if the opponent's not killing it for us. Let's escape here and try and find Nethergoyf. I guess I pass. I was hoping to mill the Nethergoyf off that land trigger. Yay, a free Lotus Petal. I mean... Yeah, I wasn't trying to slow roll them. I was just trying to find that Nethergoyf for that one more trigger, right? Did my best to try and find that Nethergoyf, went as deep as I could. Sack outlet. Oh, the Grist down tick. Interesting. Yeah, that might have been a way to do it. This is getting a tap land, right? I think it is. Talisman sets up Shieldred next turn. I think I just like doing this. All right, awkward. If I put the Hexbreaker on turn 1, then I go down tick here and clear the Oko. I almost just like slamming Shieldred. I guess the Oko would just make it a 3/3. Hey, Den Cake, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 6 months. That's extremely weird, Zidru. Oh, they made Hexdrinker into a 3/3. Yeah, sure. Suppose. If I'd served at Oko, they wouldn't have blocked, right? With Q-Beam. Because I would have snap traded Ren in 6 plus the Hexdrinker for the Q-Beam. But if they just attack, if they just like let the Oko take it, then it's very awkward, right? Fair enough. If they counter the Fire Covenant, then I'd rather have done that. So if you wait here, there's a chance that they counterspell your Fire Covenant. There's also a chance they go like Oko, turn the food into a 3/3, and then we just get like a really nice Covenant. That's what I was hoping for him. Cool, well, at least our card resolved. And then Grist can answer Oko again. Maybe I cycled this Triumph here, I was thinking I was going to get another Surveil land, but I think cycling Triumph's better. Game's kind of working out, I think. They're passing, interesting. Not a lot of fetchables left in there. We could Faithless Looting. I'm just going to cycle my Triumph. We're talking Pinocchio. I just ordered the Pinocchio 4K. That Criterion half-off sale, They're also reanimating. Yeah, I got that, an old Orson Welles film, and an old Humphrey Bogart film. That's a nice looking time walk, huh? Oh shit, what up? Hey, Quacks Quacks, thanks for the sub, thanks for the 81 months. Which Wells film? I don't remember. Might as well gain my 2 life, One that I hadn't seen before. Which Bogart film? The Roaring Twenties, which I have seen before, but it's been a very long time. Come on, Pyrogoyf. Come on. Not a lot of cards left here. Should we Faithless Looting? We could Necromancy the Eternal Witness and get back Reanimate. I think I'd rather just get Questing Beast here. Oh, I shouldn't have upticked Ren. Well, I've been taking Ren turned on Library. That was fine. Jesus fucking Christ. Opponent looking for a flash, This Ren has indeed done a lot of work. You're not wrong. Pyrogoyf's in those bottom 10 cards, as is Nethergoyf. So we burned both our reanimation effects, but there's still an Ephemerate somewhere too, right? Rex Sage. Oh, on the Necromancy, right? We knew that was coming. So that's the reason to Necromancy the Eternal Witness, get back our Reanimate, and then reanimate the Questing Beast. I would have been at 4 life, but they wouldn't have been able to get the Questing Beast off the board that easy. And then I guess they can just Oko the Questing Beast though. We just let Grist die this time. 64s or 64% drafts. We did a few yesterday. There were a lot of questions on whether or not I was doing them today. That's all. So there's a Pyrogoyf, and there's an Ephemerate here. Well, the 2 land drops, the Sanctuary back a land, play the untapped land would have also worked. Both games being won by Ephemerate on Pyrogoyf. Both games. Incredible. We're already up to 5. We're already up to 5 triggers. I thought 5 was like a reasonable line total. I was way off. We've already crushed it. Yeah, you're good, Flo. You're good. Just letting you know. Has taking Stips over the years made me a better player? Oh, I don't know. That's not something I can answer. I'm not that analytical about it. I think we just pass here, right? Yeah, library's back on next turn. We don't have a land drop anyway. We could just be playing the Mox Pearl to like maybe bolt something with Carnosaur. Opponent probably thinks we're making like this intentional decision to try and turn library back on. It's like, nah. Yeah. We get Norked? Sure. Fucking worth. And now we're back under library again, but that's totally fine. At least we're doing stuff. I'm going to respond to that. Because I would like to redraw the Necromancy, right? We should lead on this. In case it mills Pyrogoyf for me. Hey, Acidic Catalyst, thanks for the 2 months there, and I appreciate the luck. Did not. Trying to find a Pyrogoyf. Failing to find a Pyrogoyf. But we get 2 looks again next turn, right? Because we can bring back this Bloodbraid thing. I'm glad I didn't try and hide underneath the library, right? They didn't end up mind twisting me. Like the literal next turn or something. Yeah, it seems like a good Bloodbraid Challenger matchup, It's actually kind of great that they're like hemming me and mind twisting me. And we're over here with like a bunch of escape cards. Well, Black Lotus is terrifying for Dark Petition. Am I getting comboed out here? That'd be a bummer. I can't believe there's 400 calories in this tiny bottle. Incredible. Well, only 200 calories now. Yeah, Yogg's Will. Yogg's Will means they probably just got me, Well, they flashback. Oh, they're not flashing backing the Dark Petition. They're just getting back orcs. Wow, that's not what I expected at all. I can fucking do this better. Hey, Baller Donk thinks that 48 months. Now they trade with Bloodbraid. Then we can try again next turn. Could play out the Nethergoyf here. I want to save that Nethergoyf for when we actually have the Pyrogoyf in play, right? Get one more trigger out of it, maybe. Emperor of Bones, sure. Getting back Bowmaster. They have to have a draw 7 here, right? I bet it's Time Spiral. I think they have Time Spiral in their hand, and they're trying to set up Orcs plus. Yes. We will be upping the count. I'm just seeing if we're going to do it by 1 or 2 here. Could be 0 if they had a counter. Yeah, that's why I put them on Twister, Tombstone. I guess it could be Echo too. For the draw 7 in their hand. I think they almost certainly have one of those 2 cards. Time Warp is not a draw 7. Four more card types. So we can remove instant, land, creature, and sorcery. It's interesting. This one on the stack says 3, but the Pyrogoyf in play says 4. Hey, Frozen Stack, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 8 months. Getting subtletied. Interesting. Oh, we're topping. We're topping for sure. Oh, Pyro's all graveyards, and Nether's just mine. I see. I see. Well, we might as well attack here, I'm going to up the count. Up the count! 6 Pyrogoyf triggers. I was waiting to see if the Nethergoyf resolved first, Titania Pie. I have to, like, manually type it in each time, so I check to see if I'm getting another trigger before upping it. See if my Nethergoyf resolves. It does not appear to be resolving, this Nethergoyf. I'm not going to have any cards in the graveyard. It's just going to deal 0 damage from the Pyrogoyf. Is that fine? It still triggers. That counts. We counting it? Not sure I was 100% doing it. I'm pretty sure I was. Game-winning trigger. Nethergoyf only cares for your graveyard, Floundum. Pyrogoyf cares for both. Nethergoyf's power is equal to the number of card types among cards in your graveyard. Not a typical Tarmogoyf. Vamp in turn 1. That's scary. This one's on the edge. This one is on the edge, but the opponent knew that we were getting the Nethergoyf from our Cascade. And we were in the middle of casting our Cascade. They may have even been conceding to the idea of the Nethergoyf, not realizing that it would be a 0-1. I think it's a reasonable call either way. Agree it's on the edge. Pyrogoyf counts the creature that you're playing. It would be triggering for 0. Still. I don't know how many more times I need to repeat it, but it would have been triggering for 0. I reread both of those cards. I promise you I'm not lying. Six and a half, yeah. The truly correct number. Maybe I should still just be drawing with library here. Ooh. The thing is, like, I don't think they can beat a Shieldred. That's the tone of exasperation a person who's lying might say. Yeah. You got me. Well, we already saw the days hum. Man, I missed the sword. Y'all are getting really ahead of the count. It doesn't. Never mind. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, they didn't set the trigger. If they'd set a stop at the beginning of combat, they could have activated the Emperor and hit me with this and stolen the Pyrogoyf. Wow. That's gotta be what they meant to do, right? Yeah, thanks to the 3 years there, Power Dad. They just want the counter to go up. I can see that. Maybe I shouldn't have drawn a card with library this turn. I could have played another Goyf too. Now we can up the count. No, oh my god. No! I clicked it. I give it the clickety click. The idea was on the stack. Do we keep this? Just like a turn 1 Snake Horse mount? Oh, I can't wait to mount that Snake Horse. Okay, I understand your excitement, Caleb, but why did you say it like that? Man, we just do not have any other colors. They're just gonna kill my fucking Snorse here. I'm not gonna do anything. Well, they haven't killed the Snorse. Yeah, I was going to snap off Carnosaur and Scrapwork, but I think it's better to run out the Grist this turn. It's Snorse in time. I suppose. They took it? They want to keep this scrapwork mutton playing? Oh, I guess if we get Bayou, then we can't get a red source. Although we have Chromatic Star here. Wait, don't I have a Taiga? I think I have a Taiga. Whatever. I was getting my second black source for Shielded. It's fine. Just gonna make a fucking dragon here. Okay. This is on board, right? Or I should have left that on top, and then I Chromatic Star into it. They can just, like, clear the Grist here if they want to, but I think that's fine. They spend, like, their whole turn doing it right with the Mutt. Yeah, I'm not surprised by this. Shouldn't look a Gift Snorse in the mouth, right? Because they are venomous. That's the main reason. Should we fucking saddle up? Let's saddle up. Okay, well. You wish you were that Snorse right now? Yes, my many-legged queen. You may ride. How am I going to answer that? What kind of noise do you think a trumpeting Carnosaur makes? I kind of want to see if we would have hit Pyrogoyf. We would not have. Y'all got spared my interpretation of a trumpeting Carnosaur. What kind of noise is this thing? The count's still at 8, folks. That might just be the count. No triggers that game. What's even the point? Yeah, I just, like, murdered them straight up with a bunch of sweet Jund cards. God, why are we even doing this? Oh, yeah, hold on. This might be the legit version. I might have gotten the stone wrong version here. Wouldn't that be embarrassing? No, this is good. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, go ahead, Stoffer. Right, exactly, Baller Dog. They better not be actually good at the recorder. That would ruin it. Right at 6, getting a nice 2-for-1. We did use the Lotus Petal to play it. Oh no! Are we gonna get outgoifed? Some Dr. Dave. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Okay, okay. This song? The song's majestic. Is this the Titanic version? They wish. They couldn't get the rights for this version. How do we beat a Pyrogoyf? Block. Oh. Up the count! We're at 9, folks. One more Pyrogoyf trigger. And then that's it. That's the 10. A reanimation spell works here, right? Get that Pyrogoyf. This was the Titanic. That was the majestic sound of the trumpeting Carnosaur, by the way. Which is why we're going to listen to it again. He's beautiful. It's trumpeting. It's trumpeting. This majestic call out of the open lands here. I just know this opponent's at fucking 32 life. Because Pyrogoyf is fucked up. I choose to block. Yeah, we can find our Nethergoyf, we can find Ephemerate, or we can find reanimation for the opponent's Pyrogoyf. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's 10, folks. Apparently, if you trigger Pyrogoyf 10 fucking times, if you trigger Pyrogoyf 10 goddamn times, you will trophy your draft. That is how it works. 10 times is the required number of Pyrogoyf triggers. Actrivian, we've been over this, friend. We've been over this.